Okay, in this video I'm going to talk about a little bit of, when you, like my recent experience having somebody new to me in my house for 6 weeks and having to deal with that. That man almost ran out. Did you see it? And it made me think, about, is there anybody now that, at this age, that I would be able to handle being in my house, and getting along with and not feeling uncomfortable, because my recent experiences, it's uncomfortable. So, I was thinking about that, and I was thinking about, what about when you go to somebody else's house? Do you make them feel uncomfortable, Okay, and as for me, it's been a really long time since I've been to anybody's house. I think the last one was my mom's house. That's different. I'm not talking about, like your children's, if you have adult children, or your parents or grandparents, your family, but just other people. I don't even remember. I think it was probably back in the 2000s since I've been to somebody's house and stayed. Okay, and that was Adam's brother. So, but just somebody, like a friend, or maybe the in-laws, Can you think of anything? But it also made me think of, all these things I was talking about, like manners, and, if somebody offers you foods you don't like. And there's also, if somebody's there, if you have to go to somebody's house, how do you behave where you're not going to be, disruptive to their family, to their life so much? It's going to be, somewhat uncomfortable. You can't behave the same way exactly, but yeah, not to an extreme. One thing I definitely know for certain, I would never move around anything in their home to suit me. Unless it's the room that I'm in, and just for, that I'm sleeping in, and just until I leave and then I move it back, something like that. But I'm talking about going into their kitchen and changing everything around to suit me. No, I would never do that. But I did. I remember during the while that I did do that to a friend of mine when I was like probably in my teens or early 20s. And she had been a friend since I was 10. And she was a single parent. And she was having a really rough time. And, being a single parent, trying to juggle a full-time job and, a child and all. And all I did was to clean one cabinet. I shouldn't say little, but it was just one cabinet. It had like plastic lids and plastic, we always come with Tupperware, but they're not all Tupperware. And I just kind of straightened them out. Well, she wasn't there at the time. The next day I went back over there that night, and she had destroyed them all over again. So, and it taught me a lesson. She had the right to be upset. That's not for me to do. I didn't ask her, So she had a right. She never said anything to me about it, but I got the hint, But like I said, I was in my young 20s, Another thing I would never do is to ask them why they eat what they eat, or her or him, whomever, why they have their diet or anything like that. That's wrong, all kinds of wrong, especially around this age. People have adapted, they've adapted it. They go to their doctor, they get their, diet from their doctor, and they, do so accordingly. They eat accordingly. And for somebody to say, why do you do that? Why do you do this? Why don't you eat that? Why don't you eat that? No, that's all kinds of wrong too. So I wouldn't do that either. Yes, I know, it seems like I'm just remaking videos. But yeah, you learn from other people's mistakes. Some of us do. Some people never learn. Some people will never learn. No matter how much you tell them, you can tell them over and over, do not do that, and they still do that. So that's another thing I wouldn't do. If I'm in somebody's house and they say, please don't do that, I wouldn't do that. Some people will continue to do that. And they might burn things because they know they're know-it-alls, burn things. Yeah, and you're just causing that person problems, Another thing I wouldn't do, I would not insult the people who live there. Either one of them. None of them, however many there is. I would not insult them. I wouldn't say things like, You know, even like suggests things like what to do with your hair when nobody asked your opinion. Nobody was talking about their hair. And especially if my hair looked like crazy, I would not suggest to somebody else to do stuff like put coconut oil in their hair because it works so great. When they're looking at me like I've lost it, because my hair would not, if my hair were not looking great, you know what I'm saying? Or how about saying, I have to get my hair colored because I can't let my hair grow gray, my gray show in my hair, but yours looks good on you. Never would I say anything like that either. You know, some people are that scorpion. You know, the scorpion on the frog. Some people say turtle, but it's the frog. You know, some people are like that. You might tell them to stop and they keep doing it. And they stop doing it for like a day. That's all they can last. And they just keep doing it. I had to go return a couple of books at the library here. It's Sunday, but I wanted to get them before tomorrow. Anyway, I wouldn't do any of those things, you know? You don't bite the hand that feeds you. You see what I'm saying? But some people do. And that story, the scorpion bit the hand, stung the frog that was keeping them both alive, you know? But anyway, those are a few things I wouldn't do. And yes, I did this video this way on purpose. So, if you want to subscribe to this channel, I'll wrap it up here. Click the circle if you want to subscribe. Click on the rectangle if you want to watch another video on this channel. Like, subscribe, comment, and share if you would. And I'll talk to you on another video. Bye.